Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 12 of Let's Play Stellaris MegaCorp. In the last part, we were declared war on. Well, more accurately, we joined a war where our allies were declared war on to kick their corporations out of the Chim's regime space. And we also have an unemployment problem, but that's because I forgot about the whole societies. They don't like to go down; they like to stay in their section. So for quite a few years, they're just going to be sat there doing nothing like a bunch of mungy old bellends. But the high amenities is keeping the rest of the planet happy, so they don't give a fuck. We are sending a fleet to our starbase here. Our rather decent-sized fleet, in my opinion. Though I believe we've got level 2 shields now, haven't we? Or was that a single-player game? That was a single-player game. Please ignore me. But, so yeah, we're going to be waiting for any type of fighting. We're also building a space station up here, or starport up here, to kind of, you know, just tell the AI to suck
Technology
it.
acquired.
Essentially. And we got destroyers, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck yes. Oh, of all those, that is actually good. Corvette build speed plus 25%. Yes, please. Now we're going to quickly design our destroyer. So this is the destroyer the game has given us, a picket destroyer. I mean, we have a picket ship as our front line, as our weak ship. So I'm gonna have a picket front because it's just good. But I'm gonna have the gunship stern. I'm gonna have like a bigger thing on the back. Let's see what the game gives us. Yeah, the game gives exactly what I would give. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And we're gonna call it the Jarl Vocal. There we go. Right, so this fleet can have 5 of them, though we won't be able to actually, you know, put those into our fleet into practice just yet. Now the enemy fleet is 1,000 in strength, so they cannot break my defense here, which is good. We do not know how strong they are there, and to be aggressive, we would find out, admittedly, but. Not really in our best interest, I would say. Now, where you're going down here. You're going to go collect those.
Research complete. We did it.
Terraforming complex dismantled. Our scientists have finished seeing to the safe dismantle of the abandoned terraforming complex on Vitoram. We still have no information on who built it, but the equipment is remarkably advanced. It should provide a welcome boost to our own research into terraforming methods.
Technology discovered. Rad.
Just outright gave us it. That's even better. And we're about to get the hyper entertainment complex because yes, all of my yes. It takes 2 extra people and so basically just produces a crap ton of stuff. Now of all these, we're gonna go for. I would go for the extra clerk, but like, see, look at that. That's good. You know, I'm gonna increase the specialist output because that gives me more like consumer goods and that. Okay, so we've come to the election. We can elect who we want to keep in power. So let's have a look at their agendas. So Vimas Tor, our level 5. He has ruled Yildar for 40 glorious years. He has he has been our CEO for 40 glorious years. He has driven this company's economy upwards, nothing but upwards. And he believes in fleet expansion, whereas Gapra Cap is a usurper. He's level 4. He knows what he's doing. He's 20 years younger, 21 years younger, but he believes in the new generation. He believes in growing and keeping happy. Vikaltor is a resilient leader, just like Gapra, but he believes in import-export, and he is only 2 years younger than Vimas, but he is not as good as him. But he believes in free minus 5% trade value plus up. And then Ganak Vun, a 45-year-old basic usurper who's leading our engineering tech, and they believe in engineering. They believe in scientific leap. Now we're going to go back with Vimas Tor. This is going to cost me 200, but the traits that he already has are very good for what we're doing. So electing him is legitimately the correct choice. Now I'm going to get at least 1 destroyer in my fleet because that way I'm at least bigger than this asshole. Now, the biggest problem is our allies' navy is not going to be able to stand up to them. That's unfortunately a given. But, what can we do? And we have re-elected our current leader. I like how he's got such...
Another bleeding-edge technology discovered.
Ladies and gentlemen, I knew that was going to happen. And we're going to abstain from this one. We have elective Monarch Fen, a previously Admiral and forward defense suite, become our next ruler. He believes in native privilege. Xenophobe ethics attract. So he's a xenophobe. And we've got the hyper entertainment forums. I think it's time we go for military academies. You know, because it gives soldier jobs, gives people armies at plus 100 increase. Oh well. Actually, how many what tiles? Dense jungle tiles do we have? We have one there. One there. One there. So we have 3 dense jungle. Honestly, dense jungle makes sense to get. It's cheap, but it like makes sense to what we're doing. Now we also need a new admiral. We're gonna hire this guy to try and keep the ship up, keep down. We're also gonna, you know, try and get a little bit of money, so we'll sell 1,000 minerals. You know, try and keep my income up high. How long till you guys decide to be promoted? Oh, well, fucking ages. Let's accept that. You still have the abandoned terraforming project, and that's going to be there forever. Well, I mean, it doesn't take away from habitability, and once we get the amenities like the hollow theaters and that, we're going to be glorious. So if we got this up, it would require 50 terraforming gas. And one exotic gas every month to run it. So this is essentially what happens when you upgrade buildings now. They require a special material to both build and keep up. But we don't need them just yet, so it's not too bad. The enemy fleet's over there. Why are you over there, you bastard? Attacking Chorus Station.
Construction complete.
We have to keep an eye on him because I don't actually know. I think he might be going over here.
Construction complete.
Does he have any destroyers? No, he's a purely what's it called? Corvette fleet. So we should be able to have an advantage over him. Unfortunately, they are going to wreck that station. Okay, my station's been upgraded. Can we get, like, at least some guns on it? We can only afford 1. Oh, no, there we go. There's 2 gun batteries. We can afford 2 gun batteries. And the target uplink computer we can worry about later. By the time they get to that, we should be able to defend against them, so it's good. I'm going to risk moving our Navy in, actually. We're going to move it to there, and when we get our destroyer, we're going to move in. Because right now we need to attack. That is unfortunately just what needs to happen. I'm apparently the weakest, even though I have a much better navy than the Shatbag. Yeah, I have a much better... Oh no, they have 2 navies. Why do you have 2 navies, you absolute bell end? You flipping retard. They've actually effed themselves by having 2 separate fleets. I get that sometimes 2 fleets seems better, but it's not. So we've got our mining world and our agri world and our... Can we? I believe there's a way of splitting these into sectors. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. I've seen people play like this. It's interesting. I'm going to play with just my planet ones for now, because I'm more interested in just controlling the planets. Eventually this list may be massive, so I may switch later, but for now it seems to be working this way. Currently you have no orders. Interesting. Technically you're slightly weaker than me because of the fact that you have more... Like you have some level 1 weapons, but... These do extra shield damage, so that's actually coil guns are great for taking them out because they have good shields and not good armor. This bad boy is gonna just do some fucking damage, which is gonna be lovely. I would love a second one, but the second he gets there, we're gonna go attack. We're gonna go try and push in and see if we can, you know, force a status quo. Because I don't personally want to be in a war any longer because it's not good for my economy.
Resource scan complete.
And I don't think my ally really wants to be in the war, so... I think I may have to get a generator district again, just so I can, you know, try and make sure everything's where I need it to be. And look at that.
Complete.
Fuck yes. Amenities for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. My capital doesn't even have good a stability as these guys. So I think this world I'm going to go for, again, just another alloy foundry first. Actually, no, I'm probably going to go for Civ, because I think I kind of need Civ. So we've got, ooh, you've got 2 more Corvettes over there. You are how close to getting, okay, you're quite far away, but we'll get there, you'll get there, it's fine. If I didn't have money slipping through my fingers, I'd order some more ships. There we go. Can we order 2 more ships? I know I'd be over my limit, but can I order them? No, I cannot. It'd be 426 to order 2 more, and that's what I'm gonna have to wait for, because I really do want the 2 more. I'm not gonna wait for them to attack. I'm not gonna wait for them. I'm just gonna attack anyway. But oh, a new faction has recently gained traction in the internal political landscape of the Yildar Arms and Conglomerate, led by Chief Executive Officer Monarch Fen. They call themselves the Yildar Preservant Movement, who are extremely happy with me. Damn right. Xenophobes. So yeah, we're getting some good stuff right there. They've got a very low pull. I'd rather they have more pull than the Xenophiles, but because Xenophiles, you know, you can never trust a Xenophile. They're sketchy at the best of times. We're going to recruit 2 more bad boys for you. The second this cunt gets there.
Hey, can we monetize this?
A Class 12 asteroid on this planet, the small planet. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Right, go research that. Right, let's get this twat in the fleet, and we're going to go get ourselves into the Cardiff system. Apparently, I wasn't exactly in the right place. It's going to take 67 days to get there. But by that time, this asshole will have no clue what he's doing, so we're good. Merge your fleets together, you absolute bell cheeses. Okay. Wait, they have another 800 ships. Oh, okay, no, leave. Okay, I can't actually fight them. They have a way bigger navy than me.
We built something.
Walton, why is my naval capacity not good enough? I need more. I need some anchorages, which means I need quite a lot more of these bad boys. There we go. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid belt into a stable orbit around Caldrip 1. The massive engine sections and its backing thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Interesting. What's this? Edict move finish. Which one was it? Healthcare campaign, which I think was my growth one. Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, all our planets are growing. All my planets are growing spectacularly. It's not really a problem. I'm very happy with how growth's going right now. Not long, and I'll have a 45th person here, and we can get another thing. So we have 76 pop. Are we still winning the pop race? We are. How do we have more than the Shatback? I will never know. Yes, you need to be upgraded to a I'm just gonna make you an anchorage for now, because at the moment I can't really risk anything else. I need anchorages places, and it's costing me more money to run this fleet. This cunt had the same exact idea that I had. So where the fuck is his main navy?
Found some enemies.
Alright, game, you didn't have to shout it out. So, at the moment, we're in the green. So, I'm guessing this war is going to last quite a few years. We've got a... doesn't actually say when it began, which is kind of annoying. I would love to be told when the war began, because, you know, I can then, like, start figuring shit out. This one's going to take a while, and you're still missing one part. But how expensive are anchorages? 50. I'd rather get both anchorages done.
Resource scan complete.
Right. You have 639 flotilla. That's not going to be anywhere near enough to deal damage there. You've got another 641 right here that's doing nothing. Pacifists do not know how to wage war. I'm going to insult them to see if they try and advance. Something. What did we build? Oh yeah, we built all of our ships. Which has put up my income, put it up by 13%. But hey, having free battleship, free destroyers is going to be a lot, very useful to us. So these ships offer, they offer nearly double the points of my normal fleet, so... The only problem is I can't get through the system with the way they are currently now. I'm so not used to being on a slow speed that I'm underprepared. And I just clicked out of the game. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Please ignore that blunder. Having two monitors sometimes isn't useful. Right. Vitoram. Not long and you'll now be able to upgrade. Probably going to get another constant city district there. 68 in trade. I'm happy with that. 279 days. Gonna get until my fleet gets there. All you need to do, dude, is take out those two systems and then, you know, just defend yourself. Or you should have built a massive station there, because then this war would have been a fucking massive stalemate. Like I have two bastions just to try and keep me defended. Of course, I also have
Boom!
My navy there.
Found something.
A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet. There we go, get that. I'm honestly thinking of getting some defense stations as well. Has my defense station been upgraded? Let's clear auto design.
Construction complete.
More expensive, but what can you do? Ooh, I want that one. I want that. Go there. Don't build anything there yet. Actually, yeah, you can. We've got more than enough spare. Build. We've got more than enough spare to get my target uplink computer over here as well. Good. Bastion, keep it safe. Right. Everything seems to be going alright. But, yeah, this was a bit interesting. Of asteroid collision, a large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Omphra 4 at some point during the previous 1,000 years in what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the planet's, planet in the vicinity of the impact crater. Ah, you're going that way. I'm gonna say you don't go into this idiot. Don't go into this guy's territory. He doesn't like people. $150 days. 29. Oh, 30 days, and we've got our we've got some more destroyers, which is going to be great. I didn't actually take a look at what stuff they had in that system. Hey, they put their fleets together. What's this? Comet sighted. A fierce plume of flame sears across the heavens of Yildar as a comet skirts the upper stratosphere. The sheer power evident in its cosmic trajectory has made a profound impression on the capital's populace. They liken the intractability of its path to the inevitable of the Yildar arms conglomerate ascension to galactic supremacy. At this rate, maybe not. We're doing a very shit job in this war. Though it's not a war that I'm actively seeking to do, so... There is that. But it does look like the AI... Only my allies seem to be really crap at what they're doing. The enemy seem to know what they're doing. They've blocked me off, and it's exactly the right thing to do.
Construction complete.
Yeah, 2 anchorages. Oh, establish. You have to successfully translating the language. You have Wait. We have established communication with the Democratic Kesman Concordat. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities have been terminated. I speak on behalf of the Democratic Kesman Concordat. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. Our elected leader, President Shrak, warns you not to interact with our citizens or approach our space. Our citizens send their regards. And we've encountered another vessel. So can I ask, would you be interested in, say, a commercial... No, just no. They're quite big as well. Jesus Christ. How is there 30 people on this map? Like, I know this is 1,000 stars, but everyone seems to be very, very spread out for a change. So, when it comes to victory, I'm in 15th. The Shatback Syndicate, my allies, are somehow in 5th. Their number of colonies really does it, and their number of their economy is slightly better than mine. I'm not far behind them, to be fair. United Chim, though, their economy is not much worse than mine. Well, how are you? Like, they just don't have a lot of population and stuff, I guess. Well, I have no intention of doing anything in this war. And it seems that we're winning, so in the game's opinion, so a status quo may be reached. Oh, why did you separate your fleet, you absolute dumb numbskulls? So what ships are you using? Level 2 lasers. Well, at least you're using level 2 stuff. I mean, I can't complain. Hey!
Fleet. Can we take them?
Oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, they have entered our space. I'm actually going to put the game on slow. So I'm interested in what's happening. All 3 of our destroyers made it in time. They left. We took some damage, but they left. That's what we won that. We lost a single ship. We took a lot of damage though. It's a lot of damage, as they say. It's a lot of fucking damage. Right, so we have a building on our capital. We don't really need amenities right now because we still have, if I'm going to look at it, yeah, we still have loads of clerk positions available. How's our crime doing? Oh, our crime's far away. Ooh. Yeah, if Vikal Tor dies, we're going to have a crime problem. So, on my capital, I am going to have precincts because it just makes sense right now. Yeah, please, I'm going to say, please reinforce my fleet. That fight was very close, but I think I should have let them engage a little bit more with the thing before I engage, full-on engage them. But hey, we're about to get some anchorages, which means I should be able to get this to my 5 destroyers. Let's see. But unfortunately, gentlemen, we're going to actually have to do that next part. I hope you guys enjoy. See you guys next part. See you guys then.